Oh, what's up, Nelson, bro? How you doing? Hello.
Hi, I'm Paloma.
I'm Splash. Nice to meet you.
So good to meet y'all. Yeah.
Hello.
The whole team is here.
I'm Splash. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Taylor.
Hey,
Splash. Nice to meet you. Yep.
Yes. We're so excited about the possibilities.
Yeah.
This is hella dope.
And Jackie builds things, so it's
we're learning.
Good to see you. Hello. Oh, my bad.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, no problem.
Just keep it going. Okay, so we were kind of thinking about how up here, this wall will come down so everybody can see the stage. And this may be GA or Sandy. I'm not sure if it's very far away.
Larissa, if we had like a, well, not if we had, but where do you think would be a good place to do a meet and greet with you, knowing that you've done shows in here?
We'll do the meet and greet before, like, general public.
Before
Just use the regular space. Yeah.
Perfect. And then say we wanted to set up a VIP area.
Seeing that all go away would help us because you need more space for people down here.
Yeah. Well, if we're not so attached to the drinks, we can definitely work with the food trucks up front, and then they'll be serving drinks as well. Unless we feel like having some would be worth it. We'll think about that. Yeah, that's something we can circle back.
There's a local vendor here called Billionaire Fam. Have you guys ever used them? I mean, they do alcohol, but they also do mocktails. So maybe they could just make them all. But that way, I mean, the only thing is they're sugary.
Okay.
They want to like juice people up.
They're sugary.
So you mentioned that we do have the option to have the bar taken care of. Would you supply a bartender as well? Yeah. Or would you look at
Sure.
Kind of thinking, like, say the judge table is there, and we're able to build the audience kind of here, so it's like, they feel like they're with us, and we can see them still, they can see the artists, and we all see the artists, like, we're all moving together. If our backs is to them the whole time, and we don't get to engage with them as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, so you're thinking more back there then, not here.
Yeah, that way it could all be kind of immersive.
And then doing it in that way so it is immersive, that's definitely what we're going for. When it comes to seating, how do you think that would be best set up? Would it be having seats here, or should it just be standing room?
I think if it's a talent show type thing, then we should have seats. It's like more programming than concert. How many people are you thinking?
Well, that's also another thing. We were thinking that capacity would be 400 with moving everything. So we're thinking about a 400 capacity. Does that feel comfortable?
It's a lot.
Be a lot. That's things like that.
Oh, yeah. Then it can definitely be.
What do you think would be a comfortable number?
It depends on, because 400 works standing, but it's like you're going to, like, for a show, it feels different than like a talent show. Like, having programming with 400 people just feels a bit different. Like, I'm thinking if we, like, not utilize the top side and just work the bottom half, like 2, yeah.
You want to block off the section in that.
I don't think you necessarily need the top.
You want to push people to the front.
What don't you think the top would make it more have more room and more space for people?
All the way back there.
It would be kind of cool if the crowd was worth like 2 judge points or something, because it's like what the people like is way more important than what any single judge likes.
They're
honestly.
ticket buyers. They're album buyers.
They're the ones who
Exactly.
matter.
Right?
They're going for the concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these are great points, y'all. Yeah, let's get the audience involved as well in the voting. We'll think of some creative ways to get them involved, whether it's crowd purge, some other creative.
And we'll do that as judges too.
It would be kind of tight if we allowed like audience feedback as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know how all the judges get to say something? If we allowed like one person in the crowd like to raise a hand or whatever and select, because if you get audience feedback as well, it's like.
Would you want that to be somebody from the team walking around with a mic, or maybe somebody from the production team to know at some point in time when people are performing to go in the crowd with a mic and kind of like a Q&A.
I'll bring him on
Yeah.
stage.
Or bring them on. Okay, pick and bring that.
You know, like walk them up to the judge panel so that way they can
Yep.
like be in line with everybody else. Just give them feedback.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be tight.
We should get Andrea.
The man. That would be kind
At
of cool.
least a panelist or something. I think that would be really dope.
That would be tight.
Yeah, whoever y'all want to invite, send me a list. Let me like just put a little note as to what you think, or what you would like to invite them for. Like I know you just mentioned Andrea and judges.
It would be tight even if they weren't judges. If we just had like a special
board.
guest board kind of thing of people who are like prominent
Yeah.
in the area.
What would we
or
do
like-
with that special guest? Like just they're just making an appearance.
Yeah, and allow them to give feedback when they want, but they're not like as important or have like a vote per se as like the people on the judges panel would. But yeah, I feel like the more feedback and like community integration we can get, the better.
Yeah.
And it makes artists
I
feel
agree.
like they're being more deeply considered than just by
Yeah.
4 judges who
I agree. Okay. Cool.
I like
Well, these
Tina
are all
Davis,
really good
too.
points.
I feel
I have
like
a
Tina,
question
Tina
about the
Davis
AV
is from here
Since
too.
the judges table will be back there, where does the AV booth move? The booth for the person.
Front of house booth, that's a great idea, for sound quality and your speaker setup and all that. I mean, where would you like your front of house booth?
Yeah.
If I remove that, I mean, off to the side,
It would need to be
Generally-
like where the judges.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wherever
like-
the judge booth is to the right or left of it.
Yeah.
okay, right or left there.
Yep, I agree.
You know, we do have bathrooms on both sides, so it makes it where they need to have access to getting to the bathroom.
We need to take off for boxing space for them so that nobody comes in.
Have you guys already decided on audio and tech?
We have a tech team, we have an AV team on site. We have both. Ryan can answer that better. But we have a rotation of people who we contract, and then we have people who are salaried with us.
Oh yeah.
For this offsite event, who will we bring with us for the AV team?
Does Sweet
we have
Treatment
tried and true.
provide audio?
We do.
I know you guys have been like, we don't want you guys to have to do anything
I
extra,
know.
but
for y'all.
yeah, I feel like,
Especially
I mean,
if
if y'all
I'm
have
performing.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're very particular.
Okay, well, let us know who they are. We can reach out to them and set something
And
up.
set it up. Or you mean like y'all take full on,
have-
like you
We
set
have
it up?
everything.
We have
in-house
speakers
in our
and
team
a
that comes
board
with
and
it.
audio
Yeah.
team. And,
Equipment, team, DJ.
Engineer, everything.
okay, yeah.
Would y'all feel comfortable supplying that for the event?
I think that'll be most ideal.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Goodcompenny is going to take care of the audio, and then after this, I'd love a follow-up meeting with like Ken, Nastia, ECG, folks that are going to be part of the event, Taylor, and really nail down these small details, like how we're going to do the submission process, how we can get together to pick those last 5 artists that are going to perform here. So more details on that will come too, just so y'all know.
So,
Yeah.
are only 5 performing here?
But
So
there's
we're
going to
only
be a
gonna see 5
competition,
live?
like a social media competition type of thing, or
Well, I'm thinking it would be cool if folks do submissions, so we can create some sort of Google Doc, and folks can submit either their audio track or like a video or something, right? And then we watch that, we be the judge of that, and then that's how we make our selection. What do you think?
I like that option. It's
Yeah.
kind of like Tiny Desk, like how people are allowed to like submit a video to be considered.
If you have ideas for social activation, though, I'm open.
I'm
to
just
that.
thinking, depending on
So
how
maybe
we
just
pitch
chat with our
this,
team.
if we get 400 people in this room for a showcase versus for a concert, it's like 2 different expectations of what you want to see, right? Because if it's for a showcase and I only see 5 people, I don't know if that like completes the idea of what it might be the showcase.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, how many? What was the time frame again? Like how long did you want the event to last?
The event will be about 2 hours. We're going to be focusing on the showcase and then wrap up with the headliner performance by the band, the rest of the band. You feel like that doesn't complete the showcase, is what you're saying? It doesn't
I
give
mean,
like a
if
showcase
they're only gonna do one song, you know, one song takes
feel?
2 minutes. Hell nah. 3
3
minutes
If
max,
that, yeah.
you know, and so 5 is only 15 minutes.
I've been to some really good freestyle ciphers lately, and so what folks do is bring up everybody who wants to go back and forth on stage. 2 people go head to head. The crowd picks who wins. Do you like this person? Do you like this person? You can only vote for that one person. The person who loses gets off stage. The person who wins stays for the next round, and then it keeps going back and forth. And people get really excited because this is people's choice. So I love a good battle
too, of just having like a gauntlet worth of
Feel like a
artists,
dungeon.
and it's like, you know,
Yeah.
this one, each perform and get a vote. You know, I think it kind of leads into the process of it being a showcase, because if only 5 arrive.
Should it be
But
like,
it depends. Yeah, if we're saying
Well,
the
that's
winners
not
get to
locked down.
open for us, then that's a different
should it
thing.
be like, maybe should it be 10 and then like we start the event with like the cipher style and then the last 5 who like win, or the 5 who win in the cipher, then they get to do like a song performance, and then
Yep.
and then we pick from them who win, because it's like, at least then we get to see them
Twice.
throughout 2 different stages.
I just look, when it's open showcase without a number, most of your ticket buyers will be people who want to
Wanna perform.
participate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if it's like, no, there's these 5 people, then you lose, you
Listen.
literally lose an entire base of people
Yeah.
buying a ticket to be a part of it.
But
In
do
my
you
case,
think
I
if we're
think the
like
cipher should
clear
be at
with
the
the
end.
fact that it is like just 5 performances, or we can even do more, say 10, right? Like 10 performances, and we make that clear in the event description and stuff, we mark it, you think we'll still lose?
That's how I was doing my rhythm and poetry initially, and I didn't see a decline in attendees when we already knew who was going to be performing. Like,
And we
because
can do like a
initially,
social activation with
Yeah.
those folks that are going to perform to get even a wider
Exactly.
audience.
And their friends
you know?
will come, and they'll want to support them and try to get them to win, and people will want to come to see what type of talent you bring out. Like when I did people signing up at the door, it wasn't, the event in my opinion wasn't as successful because the quality of music was like, like a few of them were really boring or not very good.
Yeah.
But when we knew I was gonna have a solid performance, the
Yeah.
event just felt really good.
And we'll pick that lineup together to ensure that that does feel good. And then, like mentioned, we can do some sort of social activation. We can tap in with Kqed.
It doesn't have to be just rapping. Some people, I've seen some people crump in front of, like, it's very weird, but it's very entertaining too. Some people do poetry, some people do written, and then like, it depends on how like lethal you are. Written, you gotta go. It's like really exciting, but it brings, you could have 20 people touch the stage and stay, to know that you can touch the stage. And again, the audience is picking who you want. It's fast. So you can appease folks by saying like, you didn't make it through the submission. Don't worry, you got a freestyle cipher and it's open to everybody.
We could let like 2 people from the cipher who weren't like previously selected have a chance to like be a part of the,
The only thing is that I feel like, or at least one goal that I know I want to have for this event, and y'all let me know your thoughts, is in some sort of way making it feel exclusive, right? Like letting folks know that they have this opportunity to get judged by local artists, to go through the submission process. And I don't know if doing an open cipher would take away from that. Do y'all think like it would? From like the opportunity that we're giving these other 10 artists to showcase them, be on stage, and listen to what they're performing.
I
You know,
think it
'cause
kind of
that's the whole-
helps because it's like, I know when LARUSSELL was doing the Tiny Desk judging, it was some artists that we really wanted to see move forward, but because it's a collective decision, they didn't move forward, even though they should have. But it was like, okay, well, I'm only 1 vote, and it's 4 other votes, and because they don't see what we see, they don't get to come. But it's like, if you know you didn't make it through the submission process, but you have a second chance to still come to the event, and
That could
then
bring more people.
in a last minute, cipher, you end up like breaking through. I feel like it's another opportunity to be seen. Because some people, they just pick the wrong song, or it's terrible video quality or audio quality, and they miss the mark. But if they get to come in person, it's like, well, here's my second chance because I didn't make it through.
Would they be at a disadvantage
because if they're coming and they're doing something in a freestyle, they may not be coming prepared with the same production.
If you're great, you're never at a disadvantage.
We should pick the one. Some people, it's not their forte to battle. That's okay.
Yeah.
I think that we should pick the winner, or maybe we can do the cipher in between time.
I'm not thinking like cipher in terms of battle. It's like, it's not a battle. It's like you're showing your ability in this moment. And like I said, if you're great, it just happens. I've been in these situations from the beginning of my journey. So whatever situation you put in, you're going to take advantage of that. That's what you do. You know, so those who have that ability, I think it'll work.
So Russell said his standards is high.
I'm not letting shit pass.
You want people who can't. You should be able to show what you do regardless of the circumstances. And if you can't, then you just need to work on your craft more, and that's okay. You're not ready.
Yeah.
I really want someone to come out of this who we're like, no, we would have went and found them and really helped them anyway, you know? So I think that for me, it is a high standard. Like, you know, if they send in boo-boo,
and it allows us
they gotta go where boo-boo go.
Question though, so I agree with everything. Question for clarity. So would you, in terms of programming, the talent performs, is the winner picked, and then we go into the freestyle cipher? Do we need the cipher as a time buffer? So when we pick and then we announce who won, what's the
I kind
schedule
of like
that makes
this
sense?
idea of 10, right? And then they all pick, okay, this one's gonna go with this one, that vocal corner thing, and then we pick, and it narrows it to that 5. And then once we get to 5, I think we can open the floor to, we got this special thing where some people didn't make submissions, but we gonna allow someone from the audience who feel like they should have a chance in this get their shot. And then 2 or 3, 4 of them could go, and whoever wins with that could go, you know, in the performances with the 5.
Oh, thank you, Jackie.
So then if we're gonna do it like that, we should definitely do raffles. Because it's gonna be hard, like let's say you're like, okay, we're only gonna let an additional 3 or 4 from the crowd, and you've got 20 people from the crowd who are like, well, I wanna perform. It's like, how do you pick?
I think a raffle would be cool.
Again, please, I always like to listen and understand. The way that you were talking about talent, it sounds like you're talking about the talent is not yet confirmed. Is that
Talent isn't confirmed. We need to go through submissions.
meaning that the talent will not be confirmed on the day of show, that will be picking?
No, they will already be
They
confirmed.
will already.
But the 10
I
will,
just wanted to.
but the audience one won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're thinking of inviting 2 or 3 or 1 person to come into the cipher. I think we should have that at 3.
I think 3 work,
Yeah.
and whoever gets chosen out of the 3 can perform with the 5.
Okay.
How do you know that those people are good?
You don't.
Because
Like
they're
they're
going to get
saying,
on
they're
I think that it should be.
We're going to find out.
Listen, I'm gonna say this once. It's a hot topic. Again, this is something I do it all the time, every month. So when a bunch of people come on stage and it narrows down to the 3, that's when it feels really good. I think that having 3 people who we don't know leaves a lot of risk for people to be whacked. You don't know what they're gonna come to the stage
I was once
with.
a part of those 3 who we didn't know, and I wasn't whack. So though that is a possibility, we shouldn't deny the people who's in there who might not be whack, because there's 3 niggas who gonna be whack. You know, like we don't know until we get it. And if we get 3 whack ones, we gonna say, nah.
Like the way that you want to do it, can you just like walk through your idea of like run a show from like beginning of like programming, like okay, the show's beginning to the end, with the way that you're saying right now. No, Russ.
Start with the 10, and they all do
The 10 that are previously chosen.
Yeah, and we'll pick 2 from each. So you perform, we choose out of those 10. But yeah, I think we should choose out of those 10, and we could order those 10 by like who we think should go against each other by level of talent or whatever. And after those 10, I think we should open the floor and announce we're going to give the audience members a chance. Someone in here who feels like they got what it takes and they serious about this, we giving 3 people a shot. Y'all can do 1 song, you got 30 seconds to wow us, and they do their thing, and we choose out of that 3. And what we've come to find with the events that we do, we don't really get a lot of people that's ass that come like in regular shows, yeah. But when we say we're doing, we get a lot of really great talent and people just supporting what we do and want to be a part of it. And we'll let, you know, whoever went out of those 3 will get to perform at the end with that 5.
So then we'll have 6 who perform at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So people should come prepared with 2 songs. Like we should be telling, like, hey,
The 10 should have 2.
They should have 2. Okay.
One that they can do with, over the instrumental or whatever, and one that they'll be prepared to do live.
Okay. So when we do the announcement for, we're gonna let the audience decide. We should tell them also, you should be prepared with 2 songs.
Yeah, and so should the audio engineer and DJ. They should be ready to collect it. They're gonna text it, airdrop it, or email it, so that they should be prepared to get a track that is not already on there.
And
So
we'll make
that's
sure to
first.
also like have that in the event info,
Yeah,
right? Because
that's
we want
what
to
I'm
promote,
thinking.
right? That like there's gonna be a cipher,
Yeah.
so it's like, hey, if you're gonna be one of those lucky winner that gets selected for the cipher, make sure you come prepared.
And I, as a friend of a DJ, we should do all of this beforehand.
Oh, we will. Yeah.
So,
100%,
no, but I mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
even
yeah,
the people from
yeah.
the audience, like, when they come in, it's like, hey, are you planning on performing today? Go over here and submit your audio. Because if the DJ's having to do it right then, there's that weird,
Yeah.
like, it's not
Yeah.
download, it gets to be a mess.
And we can create a link.
Yeah.
We can announce that we'll allow members from the audience to have the opportunity, and we can create a link for them to submit their shit.
If you
on
missed if you didn't get selected, you have a second chance at the event. Submit here,
Yeah.
have 2 songs ready, whatever. So then,
And we should be specific about the files too, so
Yeah.
that
We will.
because people will submit it different ways, so we want people to get. We don't want to.
they will.
Yeah, so now that we're picking up production, y'all, and we're locking down these last minute details, we'll get a few meetings on our calendar so we can start checking in about submission process, build a Google Doc, and just come up also with some sort of marketing plan for all of that and how we want to promote the submissions, etc. So we'll be able to lock all of that soon.
We should also change showdown to showcase.
Showdown and showcase.
And through the rollout, I think we should do like how we did with Tiny Desk, where we go through. We could also live stream some of those, like going through the
That's what we were
submissions.
thinking about, some live stream.
Like,
We should live stream the
didn't do it,
event.
but the event and the submissions.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we want this to be a showcase, not a showdown.
Showcase.
All right.
Okay, cool, y'all.
Yeah, this feels good.
Yeah, I like this. I like allowing the audience to have a second chance.
I like that idea too. Yeah, and also having the audience participate. I like that idea as well. I think that makes it more engaging, which is also the goal of a showcase like this in the Bay Area, right? Making it engaging, having it feel communal.
And then, side note too, on the music showcase, it's like, what is the box? Because this is gonna be the tough thing. Like, I have one of the greatest violinists in the world. So if a violinist comes in, like, and submit, but there's also singers and also rappers. Are we keeping this singers and rappers, or are we adding spoken word, or are we adding instrumentalists? Because it's such a range of what
Yeah.
music showcase encompasses, and it's gonna be tough to gauge like a violinist and a rapper and a singer,
Should we do?
I don't think that it's gonna be tough. I think that if, like you said, I think if an artist is good, then they're great. And I've been to plenty of open mics that are multidisciplinary, and the judges pick their favorite.
If Mike Prince went against a whack rapper,
Yeah, walk him down.
walk him down.
Yeah.
And it's just because he has the it factor,
But if he went against a great rapper, would he? Like,
If he
can
was
you
a great-
outplay what I'm gonna say that's gonna impact you? Like, if he went against Malachi, that's not the same. He could play his heart out, but I'm gonna say something that is going. It's a different level of receptor that you're receiving from both artists.
Should we narrow it down to rap, hip hop, R&B?
That's a tough thing. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, I would want it
mess with
open.
pop
I would
and
want it
country.
to
No, I
be.
know,
I would
yeah.
want it to be completely open, but it's also to like I don't.
Or we
You
can
almost
make sure
put
that
some people at a disadvantage. But like I said, if they're great, then you never had a
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
But it's just that's a tough because even rappers and singers, like R&B, there is no rap nigga that can really be.
Yeah.
You can't be the great singer. No matter how great of a rapper you is, a great singer gonna always sound better than you.
Not if you're a great lyricist. I think that's a.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man.
But it's also like if we're considering the music, yeah. But if we're considering performance and showmanship and crowd engagement and all that, then it's like, yeah, you might have been a better singer than the rapper, but you didn't perform better. You didn't win. You know, like we're looking for the best overall artist.
in two completely different genres. They can mesh well on stage. Think the Kendrick Lamar and SZA concert. They're very different, but they both hold their own on stage.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah. I think we're looking for the best artists.
Is it just a constraint to say like a solo act? Like it's you stand alone?
Yeah.
I think that should be it.
we don't want to give anybody a competitive advantage.
Yeah.
So we do want them to be solo?
I think I feel like
Okay.
What do you think, Russ?
I guess that also would make it easier in regards to production.
If we got submissions of a singing duo,
Ah.
we wouldn't, you feel me? Like, we wouldn't be like, right? Because that shit would still be hella tight.
Best artist overall.
Yeah.
It made me think of Tiny Desk because so many people submitted that were like groups and duos
Yeah.
and shit, and it
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
they were great.
So should it be artist showcase instead of music show? Well, because no artist is gonna throw
That also is
Right.
way somewhere else.
If somebody cancels themselves in their mind, then they
put
just
in
do
the
it.
verbiage what would mean, because I want country singers and pop singers, and I also want a violinist and shit to show up too, because like we found Mike, you know.
I think we should just say we're looking for the best artist overall,
Okay.
and that's just what it is. It's like,
And what means best artist to you though, so we can be specific? And you named those things earlier. You said it's
song, lyrics, performance, crowd engagement.
And when we announce, I'll iterate all that.
We don't want no backing tracks.
We did that for Tiny Desk.
Like if you come and you're rapping over your vocals, you're automatically not gonna win.
They have to have a performance track, not a.
It needs to be an instrumental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the winner. So what does the winner get?
we still need to talk about prices too. And we can talk about that in the meeting. We don't need to figure all that out right now. But for now, everything that we talked about, does it feel good, y'all?
Yeah, it feels like it's headed in a really good
Yeah, I
direction.
think this is gonna be cool. I don't know, so maybe we can do another city. But we'll begin with Vallejo.
Yeah.
My last question for the day. Yes or no to activation? So they have the bubble pit, they have the basketball thing. I think it would be cute to have like festival styles activations around, but also you want people to focus on the music too. So
I think we definitely should keep that. We always talk about that when we go to events. It's like all you have is a bunch of things to sell them and nothing for them to do.
yeah.
And so people just kind of end up sitting around waiting for it to start instead of being able to like engage with each other over like a basketball game
Yeah,
or
they have cornhole.
Yeah.
They have Connect
a
Four.
giant Connect Four. Yeah, those things just kind of breed community. Whereas if it's just vendors and drinks, kind of feels. Yeah. What do you think? Yeah.
Jackie?
Question.
Yes.
When you said a music industry executive might be at the table, I was sort of rumbling through my head some people that I know, and I was wondering, like, one of the goals for these artists is to be playing a larger stage someday, right? Like, they want to get out there. A talent buyer or somebody who could put them on a bigger stage, I mean, is there a bigger stage that you like that you think would be cool for somebody to play after this?
And have that be part of like the price?
I don't know. I'm just kind of
Like a
rambling. I don't know. You
performance.
might not like this idea at all. It's fine.
No,
I'm just trying to
this is
think of
good.
like, I mean, I started at the Fillmore and the Warfield. Those were the two smallest little venues, but they were the best venues that we still have in the Bay Area. But I know one's Live Nation, one's AEG, so those are big things. But I'm just wondering if one of those talent buyers or something was here just to see who's coming through this.
And I think having us as a judge help encompasses all that because we do all those things too. Like you could end up on a fest or a show or marketing. Like it really has all that
It's a good
built
lead.
into it.
Yeah, if it's you, if it's a buyer, if it's somebody from the community arts desk, because they get profiled or something after this. Those three things, it's the stage, it's the publicity, it's the endorsement of like, it's the artist, 3 in 1.
Then it costs you nothing.
And it costs money.
I like the radio performance that you did at Kqed. That would be a really good prize because that, like, you still have people who walk up from there.
Yeah, and Don from Live Nation is from Fairfield, so it's a 707 tie. He would be great, or
I
Omar.
was thinking of him too.
Okay, I'm glad to know that y'all have some people in mind in regards to like hires or really invite. Hey, how are you doing on your end?
I feel great. I'm honored to be invited to
Yeah.
this whole thing. Thank you so
Do you have any
much
questions for us?
Thank you,
Now that we're on
LaRussell.
air with you, or was everything clear?
You know, I want to get. I'm gonna have Sarah Beth draw out the room and lay out the chairs just to get some approvals from you guys on that. So it's easy for us. That's all I have to do is clean it up, set it up.
Booming.
You guys do what you do.
Yeah, y'all. Thank you so much for the suggestion. This is great.
Yeah,
it's
we
a
love this
playground.
place. We love
It's
this
a
place. When we
playground.
seen Empress, we was like, oh, yeah.
You're like, wait, hold on. See, that's why we need y'all help. We need your help to like let us know. But yeah, no, this was a great space, and it was a playground walking into this.
Love it.
Cool. All right, y'all. Well, I gave you the contract. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be reaching out via email.
Groovy.
All right, Splash, nice to meet you.
Let me know to have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, bro.
This is exciting.
Yeah. Can we put your name on this, or you want us to use the one in your pocket
What is it?
for our promotions?
Use both.
Okay, great.
I like that.
And then
Wow,
I
you
can
made
add-
this?
Yeah. Well, Sarah Beth did. This is Sarah Beth. You should tell her she's good. Sometimes she needs to
You can keep it if you want.
But we can put Good Company down here?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I like
4 to
that.
7. So we're still going to use M-Stop. It'll just be sandwiches
Right after
still.
school.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I did not know school was still going on. I was like, what? Okay, let me get them out.
Damn, it is.
Yes.
School's still
Can
going.
I hold it while you
Yes.
What day are they out?
Ooh, this
The
this
second
good
week of June?
paper.
Yeah.
Y'all got that ready.
Are you guys going to do anything else for
This is cute.
Fuck.
We're gonna have fun kind of picture,
No, that's really good.
It's a nice smile. I love it.
But it's the weirdest thing in my bio. It disappears, and then I zoom in, and it's there. It's like you're a ghost in the file. It's bizarre.
Wow. I like that.
No, this
All
is
right,
good.
good.
I'm
Glad
excited.
you like it. And we're
We
all
got
good.
obstacle
We can
courses?
promote it.
Yes. Inflatable.
You're really the coolest.
Inflatable obstacle course. So it had to be approved by GVRD, and the company that GVRD approves has obstacle courses. So it's very, like, it all lined up, right? It all
Wow.
lined up. So we rented, what, 2 or 3
It's
of them?
2 of them, a 40 foot and a 60 foot. And it comes with like the generator, and the guy sets it up, and
Oh yeah, we gonna be
This
on.
gonna be good.
Yeah. So I'm getting pickleball nets and rackets for the pickleball side. The basketball side, did you want to use your basketballs, or do you want me to just buy basketballs and have them? I mean, would they be, what if they take them though? Are they going to be okay? All right, cool.
are they
So-
branded like? If you sign them, it could be like giveaways. Like it could be like kids can keep them.
Yeah, we can only sign a couple that we don't put on the court.
Yeah.
So we don't.
Right. So we talked to North Star about possibly making some kind of thing we could give away, but I didn't want to. We predict 500 kids might come, so we were wondering about the prizes. Like if they win a game, then maybe we could have them print. I was thinking a handkerchief or something that had field day with LARUSSELL on it, and that could be one of the prizes.
They can sign them.
I'm the only thing I'm just trying to think how we would coordinate games, because I'm gonna be all over
Right. How
the
do we
place, just
follow
moving
you?
like really like
I feel
when
like it
Hoop Bus
doesn't
came, they
Need
kind
to
of
be
did.
coordinated, right? It's literally
They
just
did
a
though.
free-for-all.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Free play.
It's
So
just a
just
free play
play.
day.
But how
Free
would we know
play.
somebody won something in
Well,
that?
that's what I'm saying. Do we have to do prizes?
No,
for
no, we
winners?
don't. I just want to. No, I just saw him
I
and
was
I wanted to
thinking,
incorporate him somehow.
You know, even like good participation or like
Maybe
you
we
know,
can have
stuff
like
that.
maybe I wonder if I could like load a bunch of gift cards, and like whoever beats me in something, I'll just give them like if they beat me in obstacle or in pickleball or something, we could just give.
Or like if you
gift
notice somebody
cards
get
or
a good
something.
shot or something, you know, like
Yeah.
I mean, it could be just sort of fun,
Random.
not so much win and lose.
Some
you
Rust
know.
Bucks.
You know,
Russ
like,
Bugs.
so like carnivals, they're like you could have somebody like standing there and like give them a prize due to them winning something like it's a competition.
Right. Right.
And then we got a quote from your buddies at M-Stop. the sandwich guys,
Yeah.
to do bagged lunch. It's like a half turkey sandwich, chips, a Gatorade, and a lollipop for $8 a bag.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Is that nice or not nice?
I think it's pretty good. I mean,
think
it's
it's
so
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah, he's
So-
gonna make like 5 veggies just in case I'm a vegetarian. I'm like, kids don't like
So
veggies.
we're gonna pay for 500 of those, assuming that's a good number to cap at. If 300 kids show up, they could have 2, you know?
I think 500 is a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I don't want there to be extra, but I don't want there to not be enough.
How,
I don't know.
when Hoop Bus is over there, probably like 100 something people outside, huh?
But also, it wasn't planned with you.
Or
Like, Hoop Bus
announced
just
prior,
existed.
yeah.
and it was 100 kids. So the second you're like free field day,
No, I'm expecting there to be a lot more because if you do promote it, you don't have to go heavy because you said it once and that's what 100 kids showed up.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt like you say it a
if
couple
we print
times
these
and
posters and put them up in that
it's
neighborhood.
going to be a pretty big deal.
yeah.
Where you
So,
doing it at?
I was going to.
Where you doing it at?
Set
Santa Cruz?
Oh.
My mama crib?
For sure. So we could hoop at the
Yeah,
court.
we outside.
Outside.
Someone is gonna be mad. I'm not taking nothing easy.
Niggas.
7? 6.
It's a Friday
I don't plan to lose.
from 4 to 7.
Kids or not.
So kids will get out of school and be like right there in the,
coming right over.
Yeah.
All the schools. There's 4 schools right
right.
there.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
in that
Yeah.
area. So
So,
it's going to be.
you know, the Hoop Bus gave us the idea. You said you wanted to be outside field day. Then you said Hoop Bus. I went and watched that and was just blown away at how fun that looked. It looked so fun.
Yeah.
So when I told GVRD that was what inspired us, they were kind of pissed. Hoop Bus never got a permit to do that. They just did it.
Yeah, no,
And I was like,
that's usually what they do.
and I was like, well, if you don't approve this, we're going to do the same thing. So hurry it up because it took them like 9 weeks to get
And that's
approval.
why they don't. It's like we're not going to wait
It's
for you to tell us we
ridiculous.
can
Yeah.
serve our community
Right.
that we're in every day and you're never in.
Right.
So we're just having a good time. It's not like we're
Yeah.
using up your park, you know? It's like,
No, we're just going to take over that portion. So it's not the entire park. It's where the ball games are. That's where the obstacle courses are. So you're all in one. And then the food's right there.
Nice.
Jamilo put up some tents for
we also
resources.
got contacted by Scoop Dreams. Do you know them? They do ice cream.
I don't.
And they sent a message.
That's a good name.
Scoop
Scoop
Dreams,
Dreams.
right? And they said that they could give away 100 to 150 ice cream servings, but then we'd have to subsidize to make sure everybody got one. So I'm waiting on a per ice cream price on that to cover.
So they'll give away 150
They said that they
and
could
then
give,
we could just pay for an extra 150?
right, whatever goes over 150, we can pay per serving. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Because we don't want it to be like kids have to come down and have money to get stuff.
No, we don't want them to bring or pay for anything.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, we're gonna. So I got $17K from the city. That's what's paying for all this stuff. It's paying for the sandwiches,
Wow.
your time,
pickleball.
the renting of the obstacle course. We'll get the pickleball. Hopefully, we could reuse that too, because that's a
Yeah.
reusable, and we could do this again. And we don't want this
So
to just be one time.
Who when I do this announcement, should I make sure we give notice to?
Well, it's the city of Vallejo approved it, and Sweet Treatments is producing it, and we're with you,
the
the
Ever
Good Company.
Wonders.
The Ever Wonder is my little nickname for things we do in the city of Vallejo. Yeah, the Ever Wonder.
GDRD.
And GVRD's letting us do it. Yeah.
We should put GVRD's logo on there.
And Good Company.
And Good Company's logo, and then Jamila's Watch Me Grow.
Nice.
Yeah, and she's gonna do resource centers for if there's anything kids need, they would know where to get it. So, yeah, it's a really good thing. I mean, the city of Vallejo's
You guys
helping us.
emailed me this?
Yeah, we did. We asked for your approval. That's why she printed it out today so we could
"We're getting it."
what do you think? What do you think? We're gonna get your approval.
That's what it
But we'll
is.
send it again. I'll send it today. We'll send the whole
And
thing
I
over.
got a whole plan, do little cute social media things. and-
Yeah, we'll do some cute stuff, but obviously whatever you do is gonna make it fly, so.
Yeah, at the Ever Wonder Vallejo if you want
At the Ever Wonder Vallejo.
Yeah, that's our little,
to.
Sweet Treatments is too much like
This.
dressing room decor, that's what we do. But the Ever Wonder, that's the things we're trying to do.
That's the
Free
Vallejo.
events for the city of Vallejo's community. You know, so it's free to the community.
Oh, cool.
And, you know, just to reiterate, so I got this job with the city of Vallejo. It's called the city event planner. And some people out there, there's haters. They're thinking I'm just taking all this money and like doing stupid stuff with it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm giving it back to the community, right?
God forbid.
So like the Earth Days, $35,000 thing that they paid me, and I gave out $38,000. So I paid $3 extra for. I think your sister was one of them. I think North Star was one of them. Like, I got 15 different companies in the downtown to all participate, and I gave them money to participate so that they would come. And then we promoted them. Then we did all the collaborations, and it turned out to be one of the coolest things we've ever done. This lady came out from the mountains. She's my doctor. She's a naturopathic, but she came and picked weeds from around downtown, got up on stage and talked to everybody about how these can help your life. You know, here's a dandelion. This is good for coughs. Here's this. This is good for that. And I was like, this is a day to celebrate ourselves, celebrate how to take care of ourselves with the sound healing, and we had yoga outside. We grassed the whole street so people could just do yoga right there in the middle of the street. I mean, I'm not here to make money. I'm here to like, I just want to help this town, man. I got goosebumps over my whole body because I'm standing so close to you guys. I know you feel the same way.
I mean,
I know
we
you
have
do.
The 8 off-site locations, Jackie paid all of them to plan an event for the day, and then people could walk around and go do the activities at each place, you know.
We bought North Star shirts to give them away, you know, so they screened them, and which looks so cool to do live. You know, they're still screening the shirts, and then we gave them away. We did a passport program. We didn't even get one ourselves.
Logos?
Yes.
Yeah, those
cool?
are dope. Those are dope. Yep.
He's cool, and one color just made it real clean and like easy for us to swallow. I think it was great. It was great, but they were so popular that he didn't get one, I didn't get one, none of us. So we're like, dude, can we get a couple dozen more? You know, I'm gonna pay him for that. He's a good guy. I'm really glad we got to connect. Today I watched a video of him making something in his shop, and he's so smart. He shows the cute videos of how he's doing it, but then on the side, sponsor needed for dust vacuum, and I'm like, I got a dust vacuum. I'm gonna go give it to that.
Look at that.
You know, like it all worked out. So anywho,
any nigga hating on you, tell him come holler at us.
I can't take it. I can't take it.
I can't take it when she tells me all these things she reads about. It's like, is this people's deal?
It's
like
always from people who aren't doing anything.
That's right.
So that's why you never have to worry about it. Cause it's always from the basement.
Well, there's a Facebook. I hate this, but there's a page called City of Vallejo Politics, and honestly, this would be a place where we could actually make some difference. This would be a place where smart people could communicate who didn't know one another and actually fix stuff. But instead, they get on their little thing and they just complain. They complain, and one lady says, "I can't wait till your contract's over." Why? What? I was like, whoa! I thought we've been in the same room together. I would have thought we were friends. Oh, I'm not your friend. I was like, okay, good to know.
Yeah.
But what are you doing for people?
Nothing.
You know?
Not a damn thing.
So,
I'm watching you do it.
Yeah, I'm busy watching all the things you're doing. Quick updates in Cheryl in here. You've been to building 444 Alabama. You did a walkthrough there. You guys thought about it. So I paid to have the structural engineer tell me that the building is not in the bad shape that some might think it is. So I'm kind of very slowly getting to this finish line because it's a lot of money, but I'm thinking about putting this up for sale so I could just turn around and buy that one instead.
You're gonna sell sweet treatments?
To get that building. Right? Because they're the same price. That's how ridiculous it is. I bought this for $1 million. That place is $1 million. I'm like, I think.
And that's 3 stories.
3 stories with the venue up above. With, you know, think about the after school programs for kids. If we kept a section of that open for them and had it like.
Because you can't even do anything here for the kids.
I really can't. I'm not allowed to do kid things because of the dispensary, which I did not think about when I got this. I thought it was cool to have a dispensary next door. I was like, no, it's not really that cool. Yeah. So.
Damn, yeah. What the hell it is too? That's many. Niggas like, come get weed over here or weed over here.
Well, when I was a kid, you could never do that. So I thought this was really cool. But now it's like a pain.
Yeah.
You know? And with the whole parking thing too, it just makes it kind of not. So trust me, that building could be nice. You know, it could be.
So it's gonna be $1 million and how much to get?
About four more. But I don't think that's impossible. I think once I put my structure down, what I really want to do, we'll get whatever we want. Never think about money as an obstacle because it's just a matter of putting it down where people understand what you're trying to do. And especially when you want to help the youth. You know, because if that's your desire and that's what you really want, there should be nothing in your way. And there isn't. Except for one lady on Facebook, but whatever. You know, just we'll get her. Is she really in the way?
In the comments.
But yeah, I think I just wanted to share because I think once it's done, then the work begins and try and figure out what we can do together.
What's so crazy, and I'm really grateful for you because the more we do, we've been realizing that like people have been here and been able to do it, they just never done it. You know, like me buying out momos and the smoothie shops, and the key is like we were just with Soul Trans, and we bought out the bus for the day for them to go, and on 707 day we're going to buy out all the routes so people could go for free, and they gave us the amount, and it just hit again like people could have been helping and serving the city that are from here. It's just the desire wasn't there. So for you to come here and have so much desire to, it don't matter what no one says. Like we know what you're about, and you know we will go to the end for that. You know, like that shit is unreal. You've done more and you're doing more than I've witnessed many do for many years.
Some of us were born here to be doers, you know, and I'm definitely on that. I'm in that boat with you.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to do some great stuff.
Have
And
you heard of this? Did you tell them about the MSFT documentary?
no, but one of your guests that came to one of your shows, the rhythm and spoken word one, she wrote a documentary that's very similar to what you wanted to do, The Light of the Kids, and she wants to showcase it here May 31st.
Yeah.
31st is what
Is she from Richmond?
Is she from Richmond or is she from Vallejo? I think she's from Vallejo.
This is the trailer. This is all I know.
I haven't seen that yet.
Is it a good doc or a negative doc?
It's a good. Why do I have my phone?